So, you want to talk about it? The last 24 hours, and then today being 9/11, it's a time right now.
I don't really know what to say, Buff. I've been racking my brain for the last day trying to figure out how to go over all these things, and I'm kind of at a loss.
I'd say shoot straight, just from the heart. Be honest about it. Did you know Charlie?
No, never met the guy. Matter of fact, I actually very openly disagreed with a lot of his opinions. But that's the beauty of our country, is you can disagree and still, not hate somebody. I'm going to straight up break character here for a second. What happened to us? It's interesting that today's 9/11, and 24 years ago, I was in 7th grade and I watched those towers fall. When I turned 18, I went because my country asked me to. I worked my tail off. I did everything I possibly could. And then this, how do we become this? America, seriously, it's not just the Charlie Kirk thing, it's everything. The school shootings, the just constant demonization of each other. The hatred of your political opposition. This is not the America we fought for. Yeah, Charlie Kirk said some ignorant and repugnant shit. That didn't mean he deserved to die. I say that for everybody on any part of the political spectrum. And if your political affiliation is motivating you to be violent against others, might I suggest therapy? You don't have to mourn the loss of Charlie Kirk. Hell, you don't even have to acknowledge it. That's your right as an American. But celebrating it? What the fuck happened to us?
I will say that if my jokes piss off somebody that bad, and God forbid something happens to me, you can absolutely use my death to attack a minority.
Buff!
What? I'm a weapon of war. I've killed more people than cancer. Not the Clintons, though. They're up by double digits on me. It's quite impressive, actually.
On a lighter note, I got some good news. What kind of shit are you building now? Let me guess. A missile that fires exploding chainsaws, or a laser-powered butt plug? The second one is him just being snippy. But we'll write the first one down. No, I mean, maybe. I might be. I'm kind of always building shit. I just haven't checked the news. Kind of a lot else going on. But you know what? You're right, and I'm right, and we do be building shit.
Just tell us already. I'm at the edge of the hangar door. I don't know why it's open. It's hot outside.
So I got with my buddy John over at Bunker, and I had an artist do a rendition of Mrs. Linecrosser as Rosie the Riveteer, and put the words, "We just be building shit" over top of it. I think it turned out phenomenal. Front and back. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, haba. Yeah, Rosie could get my rivet too.
Buff, that's literally my wife.
And I'm you, a figment of your imagination. So now the people want to know if you ever used the voices in the bedroom. Can you imagine that shit? I'm gonna intercept you. Yeah, talking as the kid. Wow, trying to mock one of my characters as another one of my characters. That's a tough one.
9/11, the day that we struck fear into the American people. Not really Afghanistan. It was a Saudi individual who founded Al-Qaeda, and then Al-Qaeda worked with the Taliban, and then the Taliban and Al-Qaeda kind of had a falling out. It's very confusing. The Middle East is just a shitstorm.
Yeah, almost 3,000 Americans. How many fighters you lose while we were there? 100,000? Okay, that checks out.
It was not without your losses here as well. Remember?
Yeah. 2,400 service members. But let me math this real quick. 2,400 plus 3,000. I don't think that's close to 100,000.
But then what happened? You ran away with your tail between your legs, because Afghanistan is where empires come to die.
More like got bored and had already smoked the guy responsible. I'll give you that the pullout didn't go very well.
Yeah, if you want to know how good our pullout game is, just ask Russia's mom.
I heard that.
Yeah, it's because I said it. Or did you, hear her say it? Because that would be just, I don't want to toot my own horn and let others do it for me.
Ah! What was that? Israel!
Boom. Israel.
What?
If you could stop just indiscriminately bombing anywhere that you suspect there's terrorists at, that would be great. Or at least give a motherfucker a heads up next time.
It wasn't indiscriminate. We knew where they were. We took them out. What's the problem? The problem is you attacked another nation, one that was not part of your attacks. You are harboring Hamas. They deserve to be hunted everywhere they are. They were here because America asked them to be. I am the mediator between you and them, and I am neutral ground.
I mean, maybe I had something to do with that. I didn't ask him to start, you guys to start talking peace for us until 2023. Those guys have been there since 2012.
Oh, man, I love when you introduce new characters just because, all the ones in the Middle East sound exactly the same. Seriously, it doesn't matter. Pashto, Dari, Farsi, Arabic, the accent all sounds the same to us. But I didn't know Qatar looked like a little oven mitt. It's Muhammad's mitt.
It is not the best nickname, but I suppose it is better than beans on toast.
That is an English delicacy. You can shove it up your ass. At least I'm not harboring terrorists in my country. That I know of. Speaking of, beans on toast, you have a closer relationship with them than I do. What's up with your homeboy Nepal?
Burn them all!
Listen, just because I get my Gurkhas from them does not mean that we're that close, and it seems like they're just working through some things at the moment.
Yeah, well, I've been around long enough to know that's how communism goes. Joining it's easy. Leaving it, that's violent.
Yeah, it kind of seems like France is going through it too right now. Not the communism part, just in serious issues.
Vive la liberté! It is these weak, incompetent politicians that have put us in this situation. Until they are gone, the nation of France cannot be successful.
Ah, damn, full-on French Revolution. Oh, shit. HLC, are you pissed off you already used Marie Antoinette in a thumbnail a couple weeks ago?
Yes and no. I'm not really sure I could do a much better job of it at this point. Plus, my overall knowledge of history in France kind of starts in June 6, 1944. Everything before that. Oh.
Did we really shoot a UFO with a Hellfire? And no one came and got me.
Well, it was unidentified. And we did shoot at it with a Hellfire. Not really sure if we got away with hurting it at all. Oh, that's so like you, America. Oh, look at this thing that we're unable to identify. Let's shoot it.
Finally, an ally that understands us. Beans on toast, I think you're starting to come around.
He was being sarcastic.
Oh, shit. This is why British comedians suck ass.
What I want to know is how, number one, we have the best air-to-air fighter in the world. Me, okay?
That's debatable.
No, it's a fact, proved by science. Why don't you go just touch yourself to Stargate or something like that, dork? Anyways, so we have that. And we have the best air-to-air missiles on the planet, and yet we use a Hellfire.
Well, first of all, the thing wasn't aggressive in any way, so we didn't really need to be more aggressive. We meet force with force. It was just kind of cruising around. And number two, and here's my missiletism kicking in, an AIM-9 is thermal guided, at least all the variants I know of. If you can't get a good enough thermal signature, you're not going to be able to track that target. An AIM-120 is radar guided. Let's say that seeing something on radar and shooting it are two very different aspects of warfare. So if we can see it, but we can't get a firing solution on it with a radar, our next best bet is going to be going with laser guided through optics.
Yeah, that was a lot of words. I kind of stopped listening. I went on the internet. I found a guy who has a full costume of like the alien from the movie Alien. And I'm going to see how much it'll cost for him to come and fist fight me so I can train.
Every day he scares me more. And the big stick in the room, Poland. Poland? You okay, buddy?
They touched my airspace again.
Chill, buddy. Relax, okay? Do you have any idea how much you just fucked up?
They went off course. We lost contact with them. It's no big deal. Pull and not do nothing. I'm invoking Article 4. We must figure out what we do. Because right now, I want Moscow to be Polish by Monday.
Great, this is going so well.
Honestly, I really think so too. Give him the chair, Poland!